From the new home of the Atlanta Braves, MLB Network welcomes you to SunTrust Park. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Sends that one out of play for strike one. These Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix their pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Hit to short. To his left, Culberson throws in time, and that's out number 1. The next batter, Jamer Candelario. The average for him entering play, not far north of 200. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. The windup and the 0-1. And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1. Drilled to first. Lamb fields it cleanly, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. Now batting, Will Myers. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Now that's a slider that's pretty easy to recognize. Started on the outside, you know it's going to continue to run off the plate. But one that's difficult is that one that starts in at you and still breaks over the plate.
Fouled off into the seats behind first. And we're just underway from SunTrust Park. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Oh, and he misses it. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Edwin Encarnacion now. He comes into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s. Up and in for ball 1. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's going to get down out there. Myers rounds third and is digging for the plate. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year. Now the first pitch is in the air out toward right field. Benintendi is under it, and he makes the catch for out number. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder, Andrew.
And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Harold, this Padres team, as they take the field here tonight, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Well, Matt, I mean, the simple way to put it, they lost their last game. This is where baseball comes the best to me, where all the cliches come in. You got to have a short-term memory, and you really do. The game's over. You can't do anything about it. You got to come back today and play better and win.
Renfroe is there, and he has it for the out. So digging in now, Charlie Culberson. He's hitting just above the banner 300 mark on the season coming into this one. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
And he misses there, 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
The 2-2 one more time. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Stepping into the box, Robinson Cano. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
Well, he finds himself down 0-2, but you know what? He looked at the first 2 pitches, but they were different pitches, both down. Good pitchers' pitches. Sometimes you got to tip your cap. 2-strike changeup, and he was able to foul it off just enough to fight it off to get another pitch. That's a tough pitch to hit with 2 strikes.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. This is line to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base. Now to the plate, number 13. And it's been a great season for him so far with the bat in his hands. He's got the average up over 340 here entering play.
Tying run at first base, he's got to make sure that a ball in the gap, he scores. He's got to get a great jump. And one way to do it, as soon as you see that ball through the zone and you see the swing and it makes contact, you just got to get flying.
The 2-1 pitch. A late swing at a slider for a strike.
He swung so hard, I don't know how he stayed on his feet or kept his helmet on. I'm surprised he didn't fall down. He swung so hard. What a big swing.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Skied into straightaway right. Renfroe has it in his tracks. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the set. Digging in now, Hunter Renfroe. He brings an average in the 260s into this one.
10, Hunter Renfroe.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Culberson is up with it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hot shot on the ground to short. Culberson scoops it up. Throw gets him. 2 down. Stepping up now, Freddie Galvis. And a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. Low for ball one. Now the pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. Lamb comes up with it. And he'll step on the bag himself. And Jake Lamb standing in now. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one. And that swung on and missed for strike one.
Well, he's just 2 outs into his major league debut on the mound, and so far he doesn't seem.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Third baseman.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So stepping in, Nick Markakis, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Now in the box, Kurt Suzuki, hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Padres an early 1-0 lead here in the second. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Margot's under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's Ender Inciarte. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And no swing apparently. Ball 1. 1-1. Here it is. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Renfroe is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Paul Golden. He'll step in to start things out here against Kevin Gausman. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Pulled toward right center field. Benintendi moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
So he got him swinging. Manuel Margot goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. But this will land untouched.
Man, I like the last 2 pitches. A changeup and then a fastball, and he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row. He's set down now with the... Digging in for his second at-bat, Andrew Benintendi. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Myers has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
The shortstop, Charlie
Now the pitch.
Culberson.
Charlie Culberson comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Swing and a line drive, but this will be foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Changeup, good pitch there, 1-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. To short, played on the backhand. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Here's Robbie Cano now. A base hit in his first trip. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. Striding in once again, Will Myers comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
Edwin Encarnacion checks his swing here on the first pitch, and it's 1-0. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Looking up is the left fielder, still ranging back. Gone! Digging in to try it again, Salvador Perez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Salvador Perez.
This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1.
Man, he's flirting with danger. He gave up a home run on that very same pitch, and this time he comes right back with it in another dangerous location. He better be careful.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Hunter Renfroe. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And they start him out away with a called strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now.
Well, they got him in the rocking chair right now. A little changeup, follow up with the fastball. He's a little late with that swing. He may go back with another changeup.
That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. In now, Jason Kipnis. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And this will go right by Suzuki all the way to the backstop. Throw over to third here, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. 0-1, here it comes. Liner toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Short stop. Freddie Galvis.
Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose.
And he commits to the pitch inside, and he definitely went around. That's strike one. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that two-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you're wondering, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Ready with another 2-2.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Liner towards second. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Ready for another chance. Paul Golden. Bounce to first. Lem is there, and he'll step on the bag himself. And into the box now, number